Hello, today I'm going to show you how to install TFS 1.3 and compile it, and for this tutorial I will be using OTServBR-Global, which you will find by going into github.com/OpenTBR/OTServBR-Global, and it will take you right here. So you can go ahead and go down to this customize tools, and you can go ahead and download this and take it out to desktop, and you will get item editor, object builder, immersive map editor, TB client 12, which is basically this. The client 12, which you can connect to your OT server. It will be something like this. So you can go ahead and close that down, and you will also get the TB client 10, which you can use, and it will be very helpful for you to have that by going into the Ramirez map editor and opening it. So to start, you need to go into this and press here, OTServBR-Global, go down to compiling on Windows, getting started, and you'll come to this. And you need to download Visual Studio 2017 Community, and 2019 Community works just fine, so you don't have to reinstall. So you can go ahead and follow step 1 to step 3. And by pressing this, those small black boxes right here, they will show you whatever you need to add in the Visual Studio and the GitHub, this Git. So once you downloaded everything, you can go ahead and start GitHub. Don't forget to run as administrator. So to start everything up, you can see this. You can also use Windows PowerShell, and I'm going to use git bash. So for this, you can go ahead and type cd c colon and backslash, and you can go ahead and go down to this little box right here, and you can just copy and paste everything that's down here. I'm sorry if you heard my stomach here. Just go ahead and paste it in here. And what you will be installing is VCPKG, which are the compiling files for Visual Studio. So go ahead and take the next one here, paste, and take this and paste it in here. For all the Swedish dudes, I know what my name says, alright? Don't judge me. Alright, it's just fun thing my brother did. And it says my name in a girlish way and blah blah blah, you know. Let's skip that part. And then you can go ahead and paste this and paste it in here in the Git. Alright, sorry about the cut. I switched over to my laptop, which I have out in my bedroom. So I finished this here. The problem for me seemed to be my username on my PC, which is this, which has a Swedish mark right there. So the program made another folder and couldn't find it. So if you have that, you need to rename your user. But I'm just going to use my laptop instead, which is my server PC anyway. So after you finished this building VCPKG.exe, which is this step right here, this, you can go ahead and paste this one right in, and this, it will look like this. So once you just paste it in there, so once you've done this, you can go ahead and go down here for sources OTServBR-Global. You press this here and you just copy this, and you go into your Git and you paste it, and it will clone the OTServer files into where you install this. And for me on this PC is here. So it's right now copying everything into this folder. As you can see, this map is empty. So right now it's installing everything. This PC is kind of slow, I'm sorry. That's step 4. Now we can go ahead and look at step 5. If you have a 32-bit system, I really recommend you update your system into 64-bit. So I suppose everyone watching this have a 64-bit system because it's 2019, almost 2020. So once this is done here, you can take this code here and go ahead and copy this and enter here into your Git. And once it's done, you will see that you have all the files installed right here, the data folder. Then you can go ahead and go to the Git and paste it in here and press enter. And you will see a downloads folder pop up right there. Alright, so once you're done with this, you can go ahead and minimize this, and you can go into OTServBR-Global. And then what we will do now, we will open the file src configuration manager.cpp. And for this, you go into here. src, then you search here configuration manager, and it was .cpp. So then you open up this one with Notepad++. And then here you see here lua.hpp, and they want us to change this to this. So then we can take this and copy it, and we'll go into the file and we change this into this. And then we save, or Control+S. And then they want us to change another file which is called luascript.h. So we can close down this and we can search for lua scripts, and it was .h. So we open up .h and edit with Notepad++, and they want us to change this right here. So we remove this and we change that into this. So copy this and enter here and paste. And Control+S, or just up there, save. Then we can close this down. And the next step here is to enter VC14, which is going to be so here, from here we can go ahead and compile. So how you compile is basically that you go into the VC14 folder and you double click this, and you won't have this. It's because I tried to compile once because I was or to false, I wasn't reading. So remove this, and I will open up SLN, the forgotten server.sln. And you can do this with Visual Studio 2019 or 2017, and I'm using 2019 on this PC. So once you're in here, you can see that I have release and x64. So what you will do is go into build, go into configuration manager, and from here you want to put it as release instead of debug. You will have the debug like this. You change it to release, and you will have Win32. You will change it to 64, and do the same here and here. And then what you will do is basically build solution. And press F7, and it will start to compile. And now it's compiling. And this will take a while because you can see here there's a lot of source files which are needed to compile. And my PC is pretty slow, so I will be back after a cut. Alright, once it's done, you will see build 1 succeeded, 0 fail, and 0 up to date, 0 skipped. So you can go ahead and close this down right now. And go into the folder again, and you will have a x64 right here. You open this, release, and then you will have the forgotten server program. And you will have a lot of DLL. So if you take just the program file and go back, and you put it in here and you start it, you will see that you can't start it because you're missing a lot of DLLs, like here. System wrong. And it's missing all the DLL files, so go ahead and go to the VC14 again, x64 release, and you take this. You simply take all the DLL files which are in here, copy, and paste. And if you go ahead and start it, it will just close, because you need to configure your database. So from here, you can see that it's a config.la.dist. So close it down and copy and paste and rename config.la. Yes. Go ahead and open this. And from here you have the whole database and the whole configuration system. So for here you can change, for example, daily kills to Red Skull, weekly kills to Red Skull, month kills to Red Skull, experience from player killing, etc, etc. So scroll down until you find the IP address 127.0.0.1. If you want other people to connect to it, you need to put your IP address there, and you can go into whatsmyip.org. I'm not going to enter that website. So I'm going to keep 127.0.0.1 for now. And then you can scroll down until you come down to this right here, MySQL host. You can change this into localhost root, no password, MySQL database. You need to create a database for this, so go into exam control panel and start Apache and MySQL. You click by start here, those two here, and then you press here MySQL admin. And as you can see, I have a database called hoxera.otb. But for you, you need to go into databases, database name, just create it whatever that you want. So from here, I'm going to create Database is created. You need to import, browse your computer. Then you need to go into your server folder. Mine should be placed here. VCPKG. And then you need to go down to a file called schema.sql, and then you press open, go down and press go. And as you can see here, it's loading, waiting, and everything is green, nothing is wrong. So then you go into tutorial and you can see that the whole database is added. So once you've done this, you can go ahead and type the database name, which for me is tutorial. Then you can go down here and take password type equals SHA-1, which is basically the password protector, but this is really outdated, so I really recommend using SHA-256, which I think it is. You can find that by going into land.net. Go into download, tutorials, basic, go down to tutorial, how to set up the forgotten server TFS 1.2 10.98, and from here you can see this guy is typing SHA-256, or optional this, but this should be more than enough. So I'm going to use SHA-1 because this is just a server hosted on my own PC, and I'm not going to take this up for other players to play on. From here you can change everything from stamina system and etc, etc. So once you put in your database etc, you can close this down, and then you can go into the data folder, world, open up the WinRAR file. If you have a pop-up like me because you haven't paid for the program, just close it down and drag this out. And from here you should be good to go. So if I start the server right now, you can see that it's working just fine. And then if you need to set up a website, you can go into Google and type OTServBR-Global TFS 1.0, or you can even use CNote. But I'm using, for myself right now, I'm using Gesirac, as you can see here, for my custom UTI, which is coming up. So if you want Gesir, you just like Gesirac TFS 1.0. And you go into this, and you can see that Vibens posted up this. You just press the GitHub right there, and you come here. So then you just clone or download, and download as a zip, and then you need to set it up in your HT folder, which is local disk C, exam, HT docs right there. Just remove everything that's in there and paste the files from the WinRAR. So you need to allow the access for the server. So from here, just take all those files and put them in there. And then you need to follow a step-by-step tutorial while doing that. So the server is open now. So you can go ahead and log in. Press enter. Invalid account name. So it's working. But because I haven't done anything, I can't log in because I have no account created. But there is one account created on this. To find it, you can go into accounts. You see here, name God. Password is also God. So God and God. And message of the day will pop up, and you can see here, character admin, OpenTBR. And from here, I can't connect because I'm on another PC. So if you want to connect from another PC on your own network, you can go ahead and do the same as me. You close the server down, Control C, and it will save everything. Then you can go ahead and open the config again. config.lva, edit with notepad, enter here and change this IP to your IP address. So what's my IP.org will show you your IP address, just put it in here. But for me, I'm using a domain, so I can just put my domain in here. And if you have no domain, you can go into noip.com and you can create your own free domain from there. So for me, it's hoxera.se. I start the server again. And again, go into what's my IP.org, and your IP will be shown there. Just wait for the server to load up. And if you want a custom client like me, I have my custom client right here, my test client, and this is just a test picture. You can go into Tools Master, and you go into TBR Client 12, and here you have this, which I showed you in the beginning. Or you can use TBR Client 10. Go ahead and go in there and drag it out on your desktop, and you need to edit the files. And for this, you can go into OTLand and search custom client, and go ahead and press this one right here, and follow the step-by-step here on how to set up a client. And it will be working for you. And when the server is started, you can go ahead and open this right here, press OK, email account name, that means the server is up and running, God. And voila, you're able to connect to the server. And now you should have everything working. No debugs or anything. And you have the golden outfit. And I just showed my IP address, so I will clip that out. And if you go here, you can see here, show text, the golden outfit hasn't been acquired by anyone yet. So everything should be working, and you can go ahead and change stuff. And for example, this is custom right here. So everything should be working just fine. And if you go ahead and log into the 12 clients, and yet again, God and God. Admin. Right. I need to set everything up with the login files. But that should be about it. If I helped you out, I would appreciate a like and a subscription on YouTube. Thank you, and I will see you in the next tutorial.
Where's the leak, ma'am?